Carmen. Harold's gone to safety. Everything is cool. We're gonna get everybody out of here. But first, as a show of good faith, give me another hostage. Give me that.
Give me the old fucking man.
He don't count, man. He was bleeding. He was gonna die in here. That would have been on your ass. I did you a favor taking him out of here. Now give me a hostage. Give me Debbie.
Get in my car, man.
I'm gonna get your car, but give me a hostage. Come on, give me Debbie, man.
Take that, man. Take him. Take him.
Okay,
Take
come on,
them.
Henry, let's go.
Take them. Go!
See, we're making progress. We're gonna get everybody out of here. Everybody relax. I'm gonna get your car right now, okay?
Give me my car,
Get your
man.
car right now.
Give me my car, man.
Get your car. Oh, it's one other thing.
What? What?
You want a hot top or convertible?
Hello everyone, this is Pico Entertainment and we are back again, and here now we have another video for you, and we're going to take a look back at the action cop thriller Metro. Released on January the 17th, 1997, it stars Eddie Murphy, Michael Rappaport, Art Evans, Michael Wincott, Carmen Ejogo, and it was directed by Thomas Carter. Now the story of Metro focuses on experienced hostage negotiator Scott Roper, and we see this in the opening sequences where he successfully rescues 17 hostages who are being held within a bank. Now things get more personal when Scott's friend and former partner, Lieutenant Sam Beffert, is killed by a jewel thief Michael Korda, who he was investigating. Wanting revenge, Scott aims to pursue Korda, but is taken off the case as he's deemed too personally involved. Scott also has to train new recruit and sharpshooter Kevin McCall in the field of hostage negotiation. Now both get called to a jewellery store where Korda has taken hostages. A frantic chase ensues, trying to pursue him, and shortly afterwards begins a war between Scott and Korda that escalates in drawing in those that are closest to them. Now when looking back at Metro, I think overall it's a bit of a mixed bag. At times it generates a lot of high pace and energy and tense action, but the script needed probably some refining as the movie feels a bit too long and protracted, and strangely for a movie that's under 2 hours, it probably could have done with some trimming down. Now when it does focus on the action and the pursuit of Korda especially, the film works really well, with some very well executed action sequences where it can generate quite compelling tension, and the film moves at times with a certain verve and conviction. We look at scenes such as the opening negotiation in a jewellery store. We then have later on a terrific ongoing chase involving Korda that sees the two cops pursuing him via car and jumping on trams. It's very well paced, and even a climatic face-off at the end is very well put together. And I also think that in terms of the lead performance, Eddie Murphy performs quite well here. He plays it very loud and brash at times, but it's still much more serious and a bit more restrained. But there's still enough charisma here, and I think overall he did very well in the lead role. As did also Michael Wincott as Korda. He's typically nasty, snarly and crazy and psychotic, and in terms of the actor, I think he really was built to play this type of antagonist. He's just so good at playing this type of character, who overall is very unhinged, but he has a certain conviction and a real threat level about him. I especially liked the face-off between both him and Scott 2/3 of the way through the movie. It's that typical hero-villain face-off interrogation scene that we see so often in these type of movies, and I think it's overall one of the best scenes within the film. Now as I mentioned before, there are certain issues, a lot of them are to do with the pacing, where the urgency of the main plot gets stifled and slowed down with far less interesting dynamics. Most notably, we look at the ongoing on-off romance between Scott and Ronnie. Whilst Carmen Ejogo is very pretty and easy on the eye, I think the story just spends too much time on this relationship. Now I understand they wanted to lead into a bit more depth into his character, but it doesn't really achieve this, and it just feels a bit unnecessary. We say the same in terms of the dynamic between Scott and Kevin. We get scenes of them going to a racetrack or practicing trial runs of hostage negotiations, and perhaps the filmmaker was trying to direct some sort of dynamic between these two characters, as what we saw in both Axel Foley and Billy in Beverly Hills Cop. But Murphy and Rappaport don't have the same chemistry here, so some of their scenes again just feel like a bit more padding, and they don't really add any more to the overall characterization. And Metro really isn't a buddy cop film, so again I think some of these scenes could have been shortened. So we then go on to the movie's overall release, and overall it's a very financial disappointment at the box office, only managing to gross around $32 million from a $55 million budget. It was somewhat of a bump in the road of Eddie Murphy's comeback to mainstream success following the big hit of The Nutty Professor back in 1996. And I think overall Metro is really a forgotten entry in Murphy's career, but I think it still stands as a decent actioner. It's much more superior in comparison to Beverly Hills Cop 3 that he made a couple of years ago. 3, 2, 1. And maybe in hindsight, it does act as a superior version of what we should have got for the second sequel of that particular franchise. But overall, Metro still stands as a decent thriller, bolstered by, I think, a very good charismatic lead performance from Eddie Murphy. Nothing really truly stand out within the action cop thriller. So there's my overall thoughts and feelings when looking back at Metro. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you'd like to see me review other movies like this, or any other topics, or movies, or television series within the pop entertainment and culture scene, then let me know within the comments and I will see if I can provide further commentary for you on that subject matter within the future. Please consider hitting like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves and I will see you very, very soon.